Page 10, right, everybody? Last night's homework, problem 1. Always, always, always start off by reading quietly through the word problem and underlining key facts or key pieces of information that you need. All right, what's our given ratio? Lydia. Our tape diagram is our ratio. So start off with that. Count carefully too. I've seen mistakes made here. Okay. 8 boxes by 7 boxes, right? Okay, so then now go back into the question. And really, I think it's the most critical question out of them all, is you have to figure out whether they're asking for the difference or the total. In this case, Liam, what are they asking for? And it's a dead giveaway because they use the word total. Not always going to do that. You got to look for sometimes keywords, all together or everything. In this case, it's total. Yeah, Kaz.
On like all the questions, what is if it's asking for a difference or total? It says it on
In the next step. I know they won't always do that. See, the homework is actually more regimented than the actual problems back in the lesson booklet. So kind of because it was homework, it took you step by step by step, which sometimes it bogs you down a little bit. You're like, okay, I know what to do, but it gets broken down too much. So you'll see as we practice it, there'll be more and more less little steps along the way. I'll talk you through it rather than the booklet having it, in words each time. So it is total. And if you think about it, all of these boxes are representing 195. That's kind of what the visual model is trying to show you. So yeah, it is total. You add up all the boxes between, what was it, boys and girls? Boy campers and girl campers. And what do you get when you add up all the boxes? Kristen. 8 plus 7. What did you say, hon? Not 13. That's the magic number that helps you. It's all the boxes added together. What do you get?
15.
Yeah, it's 15. That goes there. So then, these 15 boxes are representing a total of 195 campers. So I have to figure out what the value is for each box. I'm going to divide. What into what? Antonio.
Sorry, 195 into 15.
Or 15 into 195.
Should I say what I got?
Yeah, sure. What'd you get?
I got 13.
There's your 13. Good so far? Anybody need me to go over it again? Because I will. So that then becomes my constant. That 13 is my magic number. I would put it in every box. Once you have found that magic number, go back and look at the word problem to find out what they're asking again. Sometimes they'll just ask how many boy campers. Sometimes they'll ask how many girl campers, but in this case, they want both. Okay? So now really it's to figure out total boy campers. It's 13 times what? Jules. 13 times what, Trist? Right, because there's 8 boxes. For girl campers, it's 13 times, well, times 7. We go back to our answer sheet page. 13 times 8 wound up being how much? Get it, Antonio.
13 times 8. So I got 104.
Correct. And then 13 times 7? 91. All right, back on the air. So now it's total, right? So to check it, you add up these two numbers, and they should add up to 195, which was given in the word problem, and it works. The other way to check, that original ratio was 8 to 7, right? The new ratio is 104 to 91. What do you have to multiply by to get from here to here? John? And that happens to have been the magic number, as it should be. And that's how you check it. Okay? Let's do skiers and snowboarders. There was a mistake. You were the only class that I got to in time to make the change. However, my other two classes were able to figure out that it was a mistake, and they kind of changed it on their own. Wasn't able to get the word out to everybody in time. It will be changed for next year. Okay, key VIPs. This, and I hope this. That's going to tell you whether it's difference or total.
I just remembered that I had to go to orchestra, so can I go?
Okay. Do, if you can, over the weekend, also exit ticket number 5. That's what I'm collecting today, but I'll take it on Monday for you.
Well, last night I realized that I crossed out the wrong snowboarders and made here, so it didn't make sense for me until I realized that.
That's okay. No.
Oh, not in
Tape diagram. How many boxes by how many boxes? No. Okay, there's my 7x2 tape diagram. Key question, is it total or difference? And how do you know? Without looking ahead, because the next step will tell you. Without cheating. Trist.
total because it says how many snowboarders and how many ski.
No. Nope. So that's the hardest part, because if you go the wrong direction and do total when you should be doing difference, you're gonna run into difficulties. Well,
Difference because it's more than was more than.
the keyboard's being more than. If I have here, let me have your pencil. Let me have your pencil. Hold up your pencil. How many more writing implements do I have compared to you?
2 to 1.
How many more do I have?
Oh, you're counting a pen?
Counting everything, yeah, make believe they're all the same.
2.
2, which was really, to figure it out, 3 minus 1, it's a difference. Okay, that's how we get there. Who's this who? Take. So yes, it's difference. That goes here. Next, you go back to your tape diagram and you look at how many more boxes there are for skiers compared to snowboarders, which is representative of this right here. How many more boxes are there? Somebody I haven't heard from, maybe. Steven.
5.
There's 5. That goes here. Again, sometimes this kind of slowed you down a little bit, because once you realize what to do, a lot of you just want to run with it. Okay. My difference in boxes is 5, going back just to show you what that 5 represents. These 5 boxes are representing 1,250 skiers. So you got to divvy up 1,250 by 5, which is your division. That's what they want you to do here. 5 into 1,250. And if you do it, what do you get? What do you get? 250. 250. That's your constant. That's your magic number. Now, I'm not going to go back and put 250 in every box, but you can. But I do know now, to figure out how many skiers, it's going to be 250 times 7 and 250 times 2 to figure out how many there are of each. And if you do the math right, you'll get 1,750 skiers and 500 snowboarders. And that's how you do that. We just have to practice it. The more practice you get, the more fluent and more comfortable you'll become with it. Okay? And then, after everything's said and done, I'm going to show you another way that you can do it. And by the time we're done with the unit, you're going to decide what works best for you. Maybe you like tape diagrams because it's visual and you can see it. I'm going to show you something called TRF in the next couple of weeks. It's called Template Ratio Find. A lot of kids like to do it that way. Okay, that's what Common Core is all about, is finding different strategies that works best for you. Okay? Okay.